Can someone give me a thumbs up if you can see good? Good? Okay. So we're going to start with a warm-up. We're going to do some arm circles. Oh, one of the girls had just come in. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hi, Aria. I'm going to unmute. Oh, hold on. Okay. Gallery. Where did she go? 1 second. Aria, can you unmute for me? I just saw her. Okay. All right, or not, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna do some, so arm circles are gonna go forward first. All right, now we're gonna go backwards. Alrighty, good job. Now, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go up as high as we can. Stretch that torso. Down and up. Good job. One more. And up. Okay, now we're just gonna go across our body. Get nice and loose. Good job. Okay, so warm up our legs. We're gonna do some high knees first. And you can do, oh yeah, one girl's coming in. So for high knees, you can either do this, or if jumping is not comfortable, you can do it one leg at a time. And if Aria just came in, if she can unmute, but I'm not sure if she did. Oh, hey Aria.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I had a lot of internet problems.
No, you're fine. We just started a warm up, but you can take over if you have your stuff ready.
Yeah.
So we just did high knees and arm circles. If you want to keep going with the warm up, and I'll just wait. I've got a lookout for Donna that's supposed to coming in too.
Yeah, sure. Let's continue with butt kicks and jumping jacks.
Okay.
So let's all do butt kicks right now. So let's do 20 of them. Just kick up your legs to your butt.
And if you can't jump, you can just do it one leg at a time as well.
Okay, that's enough. That was 20. Let's go to jumping jacks. The modified version would be just step out and then step back in. Let's do 20 of those. Okay, good job. Let's stretch out our arms a little bit. Let's do head rolls. So what you do is you just put your head back. You don't have to go back all the way. Just move it side and then go the other side like that. It stretches out your neck so you don't pull anything. So it's really important to do this stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I don't know if you guys did this, but let's do stretching out your arms like that. So just put your left hand across and then stretch it as far as you can. Then switch. Good job. Everyone's doing really well. Switch again. And the last one. Okay. Now for one of the last ones, let's push your leg up and do Frankenstein's. So you kick your leg out and then you reach out with your opposite hand. So right leg, left hand, like that, like that. So you kick up and then you reach. Kick up and you reach. Kick up and you reach. Kick up and you reach. Okay, switch. So now left leg, right hand. Kick up and reach. Kick up and reach. Try going as far as you can with your leg. Kick as high as you can and go as far as you can stretch out. Okay, that's good. Let's see what's next. Okay, this one, let's sit down. So you sit down on the floor, put your legs out in a V position like this, like that. And then just stretch out as far as you can and reach your leg. Let's do the right side first. So just stretch out. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. Just go as far as you can stretch. And then the other leg. Okay, now let's put our legs together like that and just do one final stretch. I can't reach my toes personally, so I'm just gonna go as far as I can. You can bend your knees just a little if you want to stretch a little further. Okay. Let me look where Sonia is.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just finished the warm up.
Yeah. So, everyone just grab a quick sip of water. Make sure you have your water bottle with you. And then once you just get a quick sip, make sure that you have a racket and a ball with you because we're going to be doing a racket portion after our workout. So I have my racket and my ball with me, and just go ahead and get that real quick and put it to the side because, like I said, we'll need it later.
It's okay if you don't have your racket. You can just follow me. If you don't have a racket, I'll just do it with my hands.
Yeah,
So
we'll do
it's
shadow strokes. So
yeah.
Remember, sorry, quick sip of water and everyone get their rackets. And if you don't, that's okay. But just make sure you're hydrated. Okay. Is everyone drinking their water and getting their racket? Good.
Okay, thumbs up if you're all good and ready to move on. Okay, we won't need our rackets right now, so just put them to the side. We'll come back to those later. Okay, let's start the next portion. Sonia, do you want to do that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. But I'll be doing the exercises and she'll be doing the modifications. So if you're looking for an easier version, just make sure you look at Aria. She's in the green shirt. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can look at me. I'm in the black shirt. I'm Sonia. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first exercise that we have is called the fire hydrant kick. And what you're going to do is make sure you just want to be in kind of like a dog position, and you're going to extend your leg and kind of be like you're kicking someone in the back. Okay, make sure there's nothing behind you because you don't want to accidentally kick something. And we're just going to do that for around 30 seconds, alternating legs. So remember, look at me or look at Aria. And Aria, can you show the modification?
Yeah, the modified version would just be taking one leg up at a time, just go slowly. Yeah, I think this exercise is pretty easy. So the modified version would just be like go a little slow.
Okay. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, go. And kick, kick. Yep. If you want to go a little bit slower, that's fine. We're halfway there. Keep going. And done. Good job. We got our first exercise done. Okay. Now for the next one, we're going to do a plank for 30 seconds. And what you're going to do, is same thing. Your hands are going to be on the ground. And I hope everyone can see me. But your forearm right here, this is going to be flat on the ground. And you're going to try to make sure your body is level. So kind of like this. If everyone can see, I'm trying to make my body level. And we're just going to hold that for around 30 seconds. And you guys can look at Aria for the modified version.
The modified version would be just put your knees on the ground. Yeah. Try doing it without knees, and if you get tired, you can just rest your knees on the ground.
Okay, everyone got that? Make sure you look at Aria for the easier. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can look at me. So, level bodies, remember that. You guys can start now. Great job, athletes. We're halfway there. And done. You guys can take a quick rest before we go to the next one, which is going to be, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to arm and leg lift. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, except you're going to be on your side, and you're going to try to lift your arm and your leg. This one is a little bit challenging, so it's totally okay to use the modification, which Aria will show. And so I'll show you how to do this. So you're going to be on your side, kind of like this, and your forearm, remember this part of your arm is going to be on the ground, and you're going to be up like this, and you can try to just like lift your leg and your arm. Again, this one is really challenging. So if you want, you can just do a normal side plank and just maybe lift your arm, or just a normal side plank. Either one is fine. But we're going to try to keep this going for 30 seconds. So
for the modified version, you can just put your other hand on the ground for more stability, and you can just like put your hips on the ground instead of fully lifting them up.
Right. So again, this one is a really challenging one. Don't get frustrated. Just watch me and Aria and try to do the same thing. So we're going to start now.
Hold your leg up for about 5 seconds to 10 seconds and just bring them down.
Right. Okay. Okay, we're around halfway there. Keep going, keep going. Okay, guys are doing great. And done. that's one of the hardest ones I think we have on there. So if you guys did good on that, you're good to go for the next ones.
Do you want to switch sides?
Oh yeah, I guess we can. Yeah,
let's go ahead and just like switch to your other side.
So if you were
That way
on
both of your legs.
if you were on your left side before, switch to your right. So just do a 360, switch to your right, and vice versa. So remember, same thing, forearm on the ground, and leg down, and then leg up. You guys can start now. Yep, keep going. Remember, if you want to put your leg down for a little bit, that's totally okay. Or keep your arm down, that's also okay. We just want you guys to try your hardest.
We're almost go there. Keep going.
5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys can put your legs down.
Good job.
Good job, everybody. The next one we have is mountain climbers. This is personally one of my favorites, but what you're gonna do is both of your hands should be flat on the ground and kind of like in the same plank position that not plank, but yes, plank position that we had before. And you're gonna be like this. I'll show you from this view. And you're just gonna try to bring your knees up to your elbows, okay? If you can't go all the way, that's fine, but just try to keep the plank position and go. If you want to pick up speed, that's totally good too, but you can go slow also. So we're gonna start now.
If it's getting hard for you to just stay up on your hands, you can bring your knees down.
Yeah, you can take a little break in between if it gets really tiring, but go ahead and start now. You can look at Ari in the green shirt for an easier version, and then you can look at me in the black shirt who's going a bit faster. You guys are doing good. I know it can be a bit hard to keep up, so if you want to put your legs on the ground for a little bit, that's okay. And stop. Good job, guys. We only have one more before your next water break. The next one we're going to be doing is push-ups. And this is also kind of a difficult one. I mean, I also kind of struggle with this a little bit, so we can work through it together. Don't get frustrated or anything. We got this. So what you're gonna do, hands flat on the ground, same plank position. Try to keep a level body, but if your back goes a little bit down or anything like that, it's okay. I just want to make sure you kind of get the gist of this workout because it is challenging. So you're gonna have a plank position like this, and you're gonna go down like this, okay? Does everyone see that? You're gonna just bend your arms to go down. And what most people do is they go all the way down, but that's a little bit challenging. So just try to go as much as you can, okay? Even if it's
for the modified version, you can put your knees down, but bring your legs up like that. So knees down, but like feet off the ground. And just do that.
Okay, so we're gonna get through this together. So let's go ahead and start now. And we're gonna do 10 of these. If you can't do 10, just try to do as many as you can.
Remember, it's always good to push yourself, but you also have to be careful and know your limits.
Okay, so I just finished my 10. Go ahead and finish your 10 or however many you choose to do. And I'll wait. And those who have finished their push-ups, go ahead and get a nice quick sip of water. Make sure you get hydrated.
Here, I have my water bottle right here. Let's all take a sip of water.
So remember, just maybe one long sip or 3 quick sips, and then we're gonna put it down and jump into our next workout. Okay, everyone put their water bottles down. I hope we're all feeling more refreshed and hydrated.
Don't drink too much water. It's like you get cramps, at least like for me.
Yeah, that's why we try to just tell you guys 3 quick sips, just enough to get refreshed and ready for the next thing to do. So next thing we have is bicycle crunches. And you'll notice that the next workouts we do are mostly on the ground, and we're mostly going to be like sitting down. So bicycle crunches is basically your butt is going to be flat on the ground. You kind of in the V position, and you're going to be rotating and switching your elbows. So your right elbow is going to go on your left knee. Your left elbow is going to go on your right knee. And you know how a bicycle goes round like that? You're going to be just imitating the same moves. I think someone said something in the chat. 1 second.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I think Maddie responded.
Oh, okay. So everyone can look at me for the more challenging version, and the modified version, you can look at Aria. But remember, you're just going to be switching and alternating like that, extending your leg and switching. So we can go ahead and start this now. 30 seconds on the clock.
You can put your back on the ground if you need more support. So just like that.
Or actually, you can also put your hands down if you want. And instead of alternating your legs, you can just put your hand down and move your legs like that. I think that would be an easier version. Okay, we're halfway through. Okay, good job, athletes. That's it for the bicycle crunches. I hope you feel a little bit of burn in your thighs. That means that you did it correctly. The next one we have is a single leg lift. And what you're going to be doing is, this one you're going to be laying down, okay? So you're going to lay down like this. Your back is going to be up the ground, and your hands are going to be flat down, okay, for support. And you're just going to lift one leg at a time, kind of alternating. And if you can't go all the way up, try to at least go like halfway through, okay? Just make sure you push yourself, but know your limits, as Aria said. And you guys can start this now. Make sure you're just alternating legs, your hands are flat on the ground. And if you're doing these things, then you're doing it correctly. Good job. Right leg, right. You should be alternating. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, well, good job, athletes. We're done with that one. The next thing we're going to be doing, this is one of my favorites. It's called a Russian twist. And you're going to be sitting on the ground again. That same V position should be downward V with your legs. And you're just going to be kind of switching like this. So you can kind of imagine you're picking up a tennis ball and putting it to the side. You're picking it up, putting it to the side, and just alternating like that. You can make like a little tennis ball with your hands if you want and just alternate. But make sure that your feet aren't moving. It's just your core and your arms. Okay? So
For the modified version, you can just put your legs on the ground instead of lifting them up. So you can just put them down.
Yeah. So for the challenging version, make sure your legs are off the ground, and we're just gonna be switching back and forth like that. Go ahead and start that now. Make sure you look at Aria and me for reference, or if you get confused on how to do it. And just remember, you're picking up the ball and putting it to the side. Picking it up and putting it to the side.
Miss Papa.
And then keep going just like that. Good job.
It might hurt a little in your core, but you can do this. Keep going. We're almost there.
If it hurts in your core, that means that you're doing it right. And we're almost done. Just 10 more seconds. And done. Good job. That was a little bit of core exercise for you guys.
Do you want to jump to the racket portion, Sonia?
Let's see, how much more time do we have? It's 3:32. Okay, let's go ahead and do
I
that.
hate to say this to you, but I gotta go. I gotta.
Oh, that's
leave,
okay. I hope you got a good
don't be
workout in
sad,
though.
but deuces.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now for the racket portion, go ahead and get your rackets if you do. I'm going to be doing the racket portion without my racket. It's just the movement that's important. So we're going to be focusing on that.
And then I have my racket and my ball with me. So for those of you that have a racket and a ball, just make sure you follow me, okay? And those that don't, you guys can look at Aria for reference. So the first thing we have is you're gonna put your racket down and you're just gonna practice ball toss, okay? This just helps with your hand-eye coordination, which is really important in tennis. So you're just gonna be tossing up the ball and catching it, okay? If you can catch it with one hand, that's really cool, but 2 hands works too. Just make sure you're throwing it in the air and catching it. And those without a ball, you guys can just practice the motion of throwing it up and catching it.
Yeah, I'll do that motion. So just.
Okay, good job. Now, the next thing we have is we're gonna be balancing the ball on our racket, okay? So you're gonna put your ball on the racket and just try to balance it for 30 seconds, okay?
For people who don't have a racket, just like take your ball and just like try bouncing it in your hand for as long as you can. So just, yeah, I don't have a tennis ball right now, so I'm gonna use like a football. But just the movement is important, so just like bounce it up.
So make sure you're just bouncing it. Try to not let it touch the floor. And you can move it around a little bit, but just try not to let it fall. Okay, good job. That was a little bit of balancing for you guys. And then next thing we have is,
Let's do the swings.
oh yeah.
Yeah, let's just jump to the swings. Let's do forehand and backhand. So take your racket, and if you don't, just use like your hand. Just imagine like your hands in the racket. And so let's go to our forehand and do a swing, and then go to our backhand, and then do your swing. Do your full motion. Make sure there's nothing beside you. We don't want to knock anything over. So find space where like you're clear of all objects, and then do your swing.
Right, so remember your forehand, you're gonna be hitting with the hand you write with or your dominant hand, and you're just gonna turn to the side, bring your racket down and bring it up. And make sure that when you finish, your racket is finishing right at your shoulders and your elbows should be facing the camera. So again, I'll show you that one more time. We step to the side and finish. Step to the side, brush from low to high and finish. And you guys should be feeling that little shift in your core when you finish, okay? So keep on watching me and Aria to get it right.
Imagine like you're on the tennis court and you're going to the ball and you're hitting it, and then you're going back to your backhand and
And then
hitting your
go-
back.
Yep.
Use your imagination.
So remember, you're going high to low. You're kind of brushing up on the ball, down, and then bringing it up to your shoulders. Brushing the ball down and bringing it up to your shoulders. And now we're going to go ahead and do backhand. And that's going to be really similar to forehand, except remember, both hands are on your racket, and you're going to be turning to the other side. Make sure there's nothing in your way. And you're just going to be doing the same thing, finishing with your shoulders. Okay? So remember,
If you guys were alternating, you can just like continue it.
remember, the ball's coming low, so you got to go low and finish up high. Okay? Elbows facing the camera just like that when you finish.
Make sure you move your legs. So in between shots, just bounce around a little and then hit it again. Bounce around a little and then hit it again.
You want to make sure that you're moving your legs, because on the real tennis court, you can't be stiff. You got to make sure you're moving at all times and prepared for the next ball. And finish. So I'm really feeling that shift in my core when I finish. You guys should feel that too a little bit. And I feel like that's enough for backhand. Do we have room for one more thing?
Do we have the time for one more thing, Maddie? Or
If
should
you
we
guys
just wrap
wanna
it up?
do maybe one more, and then we can make our way to the dance thing, because I know we're going a little bit over time right now. So maybe just one more exercise.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you guys want to do a quick cool down? Or
Yeah.
do you want to continue with the racket portion?
I mean, I'd say maybe do just like like 3 or 4 cool down things, and then we'll actually. How about we do just do a quick cool down, like a minute or so, and then we'll do the dance song.
Okay, so for the cool down, let's all get our breathings. Let's slow down our breathing and sit down, and let's just do a few stretches.
So for the cool down, what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep your feet both glued together and in a straight pike position. That's what we call this. And you're gonna just try to extend as far as you can. If you can touch your toes, that's really impressive, and that means that you're really flexible, but not everyone can touch their toes. So just try to go at least past your knees, okay? Try to go to your calves and your ankles, because that's how far I can go. So if you guys can do that, then that means that you're on the right track. And then you guys can kind of, if you want to challenge yourself, try to touch your toes, but remember, you keep in mind your limits so you don't overdo yourself.
You know, while you're doing the exercise, you can add a challenge and just move your ankles a little bit and just rotate them. So like how I'm doing, just like rotate both of them while you're stretching. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. For the next one, we'll also be doing a similar exercise. Tuck in one of your legs inside to your inner thigh like this. So tuck in your left leg and then stretch out your right leg, so like that. And what you're gonna do is stretch up your arms to the sky, to up all the way that you can, and then bend to the side. Just stretch up and then bend. And try staying like this for as long as you can. Again, try reaching your toes, but if you can't, that's all right. Just go as far as you can.
And then in about 10 seconds, we'll go ahead and rotate to the other side. And that'll probably be our last exercise or stretch that we do. So,
Okay, 2 more seconds. Okay, now let's switch legs. So get get your hands back up again, and then get them down, and switch your legs.
So right now,
left leg out, right leg in. And again, stretch your hands up as far as they can go. Stretch your core out, and then bend to your left. Five more seconds. We're almost there. You guys are doing a great job. Okay, that's it. Good job, everyone.
Good job,
That
guys.
was amazing.
Thanks, Sonia. Our dance song for this week is Happy. So I'm going to put that on in a second. Hold on. Oh, and don't forget your activity logs to send to your coach or Lou as well. And if you guys could give me a thumbs up in a second if you can hear this.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
When school is
Alrighty. Oh, let's see. All right. Can everyone hear me? Yes? Okay. Good job, everybody. That's it for this week. Don't forget your activity logs. And thank you, girls, for hosting that. And I'll see you guys next week.
Can I say happy belated birthday to Justin Hunsucker?
Oh, happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Justin.
happy birthday.
Hope you had a great day.
Thank you, everybody.
Of course.
Thank you for coming.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Bye.
volunteer.
Have fun.